Hi, I'm Cory, and I have exciting news. Just the other night, I finished writing War Mage Diary. I always start by putting everything as loose sheets in a binder, and that way, as I'm editing, I can keep making changes. And this one is the record. It's the fattest binder yet, because we have 262 pages. There's going to be 126 spells. Some of these are going to be new from what was released in December on the PDF. And that is largely in part because of you guys. Got tons of great comments and spent hundreds of hours play testing new spells and everything that goes into War Mage Diary. That gave me a lot of insight, because sometimes when you put words on the page, it's a lot different when it gets into play. There's always some weird combination of things, like how would this work? And it just takes tons and tons of time and concentration and going back and forth and bouncing ideas off of people. And your contributions really make a big difference too. So in addition to the 126 spells, we have 23 skills and traits. I'm taking all the old mage skills out of the campaign rules, and I'm bringing them into War Mage Diary, so they're all going to be in one place. Well, that's in addition to all the new ones that we put together. And I've made some great improvements to enchant and enspell and golems and necromancer, and really made these things solid. And then the latest project has been the War Mage equipment section. This is 48 pages of all new magical gear. It starts pretty early with the weirding staffs, and these are the great wizard staffs with cool crystals or headpieces on them, different things. Not only is this going to be a melee weapon to whack people with, but it's also going to be a source of magic. You can get the dark crystal and control gloom spells. Endless light gets rid of nasty little slitherers and people casting gloom spells. The peridot of joy brings in some of that new wanderer flavor, which is fun. There's the Reaver Storm, the Triton Topaz, the Vertex of Fear. Just brings a lot of character, and it makes it a very much a mage exclusive weapon. There's going to be barding for your dragon riders. There's unique robes. I wanted to make mage armor. And so these robes add not only a defensive bonus, but kind of like the weirding staffs, they add a magical effect. There's tons of magical gear. I could have went on forever and ever, but at some point this book had to end, right? And so there's pages and pages. And then what I'm probably most proud of is the wands section. In so many games, I see wands as being guns or rifles, and it's just a way to blast somebody from long range. And so our wands section has over 50 different wands. Wands are really for dwarves and guild and Norn and orcs and paladins and wanderers. They're not going to be even used by fairies and by wolven, which are coming soon. And it's a way for them to focus their magic with no need for spell components. But with 50 different wands, you're going to find one that has an affinity for your character and grants some kind of bonus skill. There's so many wands, so many things that you can do. I'm going to wait, and you're going to be able to see this soon and start to enjoy it and try it out. The next really big section of the book is the Unreal Beasts, and I forgot to count, but I think there's 30-ish new creatures beyond even dragons that can work for your war clan. So we start with the Barb Cat, which is a lot like a Displacer Beast. And there's weird things like the Imago, There's manticores, which hopefully you all got your free stretch goal already on that one. There's perytons and needlebanes and spirit beasts and winter wolves. Then we get into the unreal flying mounts. There's going to be griffins and hippogriffs and pegacorns and pegasi and even the dread steed, which is just incredibly evil. I am just so excited to share this. So what's next? Tons of proofreading. I've already got my proofreaders working on it. That allows me to begin production. I've also started estimating with the printer. There are 2 appendices I'd like to add to the book. You know that I've taken all the War Mage skills from the campaign rules and put them in this book. I need to replace a lot of psyche skills in the regular campaign rules. If you've been following along on Facebook, I've been presenting a lot of the ideas and people have been chiming in with theirs. And I think we might have as many as 9 new skills. I want to put those in this book as well. And I want to clean up those tables at the end of the campaign rules because some of the Dark Elf skills and Wolven skills aren't listed correctly and the Wanderer skills aren't even in there. So make a comprehensive place that's accurate for everybody. And then I'd really love to do a glossary. Everybody's been asking for a glossary of terms. And I don't think it'll be exhaustive, but I want to put in 2 to 3 days solid work of just putting in the main questions that I get asked. Where do I find this information? So that should be a big help. I've also got to get together all the final versions of the templates and everything like that. Once that's done, I'm going to do a PDF and release that to all the backers. And despite all this, you might be wondering, what took so long to do all this? Well, a lot of my days are spent doing things to keep the business alive. It's that dreaded word, marketing. 60% and sometimes more of any day to be going to shows. Obviously, that hasn't happened. I came out with the more retail-friendly version of the box, and so a lot of my efforts go into promoting that new set. And if you haven't checked it out, please do. So a lot of that goes to that, but honestly, the reason why it's been a 6-month lag is just because I'm a perfectionist. I wanted to play test everything, see what happens with every skill, every new spell before I released it to you. Because quite honestly, we're going to do a print run of this, and I'm a small publisher. And there may never be a reprint. There may never be a second edition. So I want to get it as close as I can to right the first time around. So I am passionate about the project. I want it to be perfect. I think it's going to be the best thing that's ever been done for the WitchBorn. So I promise to communicate more over the next few weeks and keep you updated when the new PDF comes out. So thank you for all your support, and hang in there a little bit longer and we'll get you the next version of the PDF, and more importantly, get this off and make it into a printed book.